Hi everyone, Aiden here with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Hollywood Racks Destination 2-bike rack here on our 2022 Phoenix Cruiser Motorhome. Now this is going to be a platform style bike rack that is motorhome approved. That is a big deal because you want to make sure that the bike rack is up to spec with the increased vibrations and shock that it will be experiencing at the back end of a motorhome compared to a typical passenger vehicle like your car. I will point out right away with this one that I don't think it's personally the best fit for the motorhome here, just because with our mountain bike we are getting some contact because this portion of the motorhome does kind of pop out to accommodate for this cargo area here. So maybe look into something like the Sarah Super Clamp or our eTrailer hanging style rack. Both of those are going to be great options, and the eTrailer one's probably a little bit more comparable to this one, so just keep that in mind as you're watching. Otherwise though, it will get a good strong hold on the bike. We've got our frame clamp right here, so we do want to avoid some carbon frame bikes just because that frame contact will damage it. But these cradles do move up and down, rotate 360 degrees, so alternative frames shouldn't be a problem. And because of the tray shape, kids' bikes shouldn't be too much of a problem either because they do kind of slope down on the ends. We do also have these two wheel straps kind of pulling down and in, so we get a good strong hold. The bike is actually pretty still in the rack here, which I like. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and get the bike unloaded here because this is not one of the racks that has a tilting feature. Something like the eTrailer bike rack does have that tilting feature with the bikes unloaded, so you can get access to the back here. But we can get access once we get this bike unloaded and the mast folded down. If you want something where you can get access with the bikes loaded, that Sarah Super Clamp will do the job just fine and be a little bit easier to operate. So with the bike unloaded, we can get these straps replaced. I just like to do that so they aren't moving around freely on their own. And then we can fold down this mast. We can do that by undoing this hand knob right here, swinging this plate out, and then we can bring this center mast down. I'm actually going to go maybe this way with it. That seems to fit just a little bit better. And then I like to use the strap from the clamp here to actually secure this mast down because nothing really holds it in place. You can see this is very finicky to do. You kind of got to get it positioned right so you can get that strap reached around. And now you can see that mast is secure. With it like this, now you can get access to the back cargo area, similar to a hanging style rack where you have to unload the bike rack to get access. You'll have to do that with this. So some measurements to keep in mind are your ground clearance, which we have a 19.5-inch clearance back here, plenty for any sort of steep driveways or hills, and the distance added to the back, which is going to be right at 26 inches. This is one of the smaller bike racks we've tested today, so it doesn't take up too much room, but when the bikes are unloaded, we can fold it upright. We can do that by undoing this hand knob right here, just like that, folding this upright, and reinstalling that with the newly aligned holes. Now typically there would also be a clip on the other side of this, but after this bike rack being down in the shop for a long time, it has gone missing. So just be sure to replace that clip whenever you're doing this at home too, and that's all secured. With it like this, we can see it is only going to be sticking out 13.5 inches now, so much more condensed. It does save some space, and it doesn't come too close. Right here at the closest point, we've got 4.5 inches of clearance, but like we did before, that mast is tied up so it won't move any more than this. Down at the hitch, we do have it working with our 2-inch receiver tube here because of the included adapter. That is another reason why I'd maybe suggest something else that's just a traditional 2-inch hitch, just because it's going to be more stable. But it does come with a locking anti-rattle bolt, keeping it secure, and it is relatively solid in the hitch here with no movement, so that is good to see. And overall, I think the destination here will be a good fit for your Phoenix. I would maybe just go for something that is a little bit beefier, just something that's built a bit stronger, or that has more features for convenience, just because I don't feel like this was the best fit for our cruiser here. But either way, it's going to get the job done and get your bikes to where you want them to go. Thanks for watching.